Welcome back to my channel. I'm Noob Boozer, and today I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix my Polaroid TV. I'm about 95% sure this is going to fix it, and the reason I think that is this is the second time it's broke, so we're going to do the same thing we did the first time and see if that fixes it. But first, let's grab a drink. So the first time this broke, first actually, let's show you what it's doing. You turn the power on, and it's gonna kick on, and watch it real close. You're gonna see everything just flash. Boom. I don't know if you can catch that, but that's what it does. You turn the TV on and it just flashes the Polaroid logo, turns off. Now, when it first started acting up, what you could do is you could bang on the TV as you were turning it on and it would work. But then after about a week, that quit working again, and I was like, we have to take it apart. Because what I did was, last time it broke, I took the TV apart and I wrote down all the serial numbers, or I wrote down like all the model numbers that were on the boards, and I looked them up on eBay. And I found one of these bad boys. I actually only ordered one of these last time it broke, and they goofed and sent me two. So I've been holding on to this just for the special occasion that it quits working again. And guess what happened? I replaced this board and I got about a year life out of it, and it's dead again. So let's pull that TV down and get to work. Now, I'm gonna start by just taking the base off, because that way the TV will lay flat and it just makes it a whole lot easier for me. And that way, I'm not worried about the TV bending and breaking, because that would be my luck. Of course, they're all different sizes. We'll figure that out later. So there's literally screws everywhere. If I remember correctly, this middle part is the part we're gonna take off. We're not actually going to the screen, but on the back here, you got screws around here. There's a couple there. Probably should not lean on that. And then these screws here along the bottom have to come out. So let's get to screwing. Make sure you remember where all the screws go if you're doing this, because I have been boned. I didn't even put a screw back in there. Jesus. No screw in that one either. That should be all the screws, and now everything should, not all the screws. One more over here, I forgot. So that should be all the screws. Now this guy, you have to kind of wiggle off towards the bottom, because the power cable, but we can probably just flip that away. So the first time that this went bad on me, I didn't know if it was this board or this board that went bad. I was just crossing my fingers, it was one of them. So I ordered this, and I ordered this. This was like $50, this was $5. Instead of receiving both of them, they sent me two of these, and thankfully, when I replaced this, it worked. So we're gonna swap that with the other replacement they sent me, and we're gonna see if we get lucky a second time. Before we take those boards out, we gotta take this shield off and this shield off. I'm also looking for any loose connections because ever since I replaced this board with the one off eBay, my remote has quit working. And I've assumed that the reason my remote quit working was this board was out of a slightly different model TV, so the remote codes don't match up. But I wish I knew which one of these were the antenna. Because if I knew which one was the antenna, I'd double check the connections. We're just gonna start unplugging stuff. And try to remember where stuff goes, because I don't feel like screwing this up. Then you just gotta take these screws out, and you'll free up that board. The last one isn't a screw, it's this little locking tab that you just gotta pop off. I'm gonna take a small breather and take a sip of my drink, and then we'll slap this bad boy back in there. Why am I sweating? I just realized that I have these two cables crossed. Whereas on this board, where you can obviously see that someone took some time pulling this board out because they just cut everything, but the cables don't cross. I'm wondering if these are my remote control wires, and that's why my remote control's not working. So I'm gonna put this board back in, crossed, and then if my remote still doesn't work, I'm gonna uncross them. And hopefully that doesn't blow something up, because I'm literally just guessing here. All right, so let's pull these off. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that we probably should have put the board back on before disconnecting those cables, because it is much easier to pull those cables off when the board's secure. Anyway, too late for that. So we got that one pin that it sits on, snaps in, and then we'll put all of our screws but one, because one screw is a ground. Well, one screw has a ground strap that goes to it. Okay, so now that it's basically secure, we'll go ahead and start plugging stuff in. And here's the screw that's part of a ground strap there. And then the only two we have left are these, and these wires here that I wonder if they're not the remote wires. I'm gonna move all these screws because I want to test this before I start putting it back together. Okay, I'm nervous. Here is the moment of truth. Power. Nothing happened. This board might be bad. I don't know if this was a good board. This board I don't get anything on. All right, I'm gonna double check some connections and we'll be right back. So here's something weird and stupid. I double checked all my connections. My connections are correct. I put everything together right. I just swapped the new board that didn't work with my old board, and now the TV's working again. So I'm still probably gonna order another board off the internet. Swear to God, get away from the TV cat. But I'm gonna put it back together for right now and see how long it works. All right, here's the moment of truth. I got it all back together. Now let's see if maybe jostling that old board is gonna make it work again. If it works, I'm still ordering a new one, but I just want it to work long enough for the new one to come in off eBay. So it worked while it was on the floor. Power button. And there you go. HDMI 1. Oh, I made myself look dumb. So keep in mind, this is the board that was acting up before I took it apart. And if I hit the TV hard enough, it would start working for about the first week. And then it got to the point where I probably spent half an hour hitting the TV over and over again last night and it would not turn on. So I'm assuming something with taking everything apart just jostled it and now it's working. So I'm still gonna order another replacement board on eBay since they're way cheaper than a TV. Hopefully this TV is not so old now that I can't find them, and I'm still gonna replace it. But this is good enough for me, so we'll see how long this lasts. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon if you want to see me, you know, fail at more stuff. Is there anything you've taken apart, fixed, broken, fixed something you didn't expect to be able to fix? Let me know in the comments. I love taking stuff apart. Send me, I don't know, link to some cool videos of taking stuff apart where, you know, maybe they failed like I did or maybe they didn't fail like I did. I thought I was really going somewhere with this video, and now I'm just hot, sweaty, and rambling, and I'm just happy that the TV's working. So I will see you guys next time.